Hey guys, welcome to BP the Bible Perspective. The pros and cons of dating sites, more specifically Christian dating sites. Yay or nay? Now before we get into it, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. I just happened to be scrolling through and saw this headline about Christian dating sites, Christian dating apps. Well, let me give you just a few thoughts on that. So first and foremost, I can't relate because I am married. I've been married for 20-something years. And my wife is watching. She's going to probably, how many years? But 20 plus, almost 25, something like that. All right. So I'm out of the game. I'm not in the game. I wouldn't know what dating, the dating circle is anyway. However, I've known several people who have used Christian dating sites or any kind of dating site and have found love. So because of that, that kind of changed my stance on it and said, okay, well, more power to you. Okay. On one perspective, the Christian dating sites expand your horizons, expand your platform, your reach. Just like if you live in a small town or even a small community. Sometimes we don't go out, right? How do we know? How can we find those in our kind of small world? Okay, so that's a plus for dating apps and sites, okay? Of course, the dangers is what they call catfishing, and I'm sure I'm not understanding the whole concept of catfishing, but the idea of catfishing and people not being who they are. But for that matter, that's even if you do get to know someone. In other words, I don't think you never really truly get to know anyone until you get married. Okay. In other words, the same precautions on that point. Prayerfully, observantly, you're going to arrive at the same. To me, when I met my wife, the one quality that I kind of looked at was she was a godly woman. Now, the other thing is that, of course, and this is kind of what I was thinking about, is that the problem with dating sites is how you can be incredibly selfish. Now, in dealing with singles, I've always had this kind of complaint, not a complaint, but a criticism. Okay, and that is if you sit up and you say, okay, let me write my list. And before dating apps and social media, singles were doing this. They were writing their lists. And they were saying, I want them to look a certain way, a certain height, a certain color, certain grade of hair, job, certain income. And they would have all of these list of requirements. And usually, and I'm going to tell you, they wouldn't say godly, because that's the most important quality to me. Because see, anything else is subject to change. Economy can change. Looks will certainly change. Unless nowadays, what is going on, of course, in the looks department, plastic surgery. That people are now getting plastic surgery for almost any and everything. But okay, if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, looks will change. But there are other things that can change as well. The economy, health, right? So what do you do about those things? How did you prepare for those things? In some respects, you can't. You can only say, Lord, strengthen me. But you see, the whole point is that when singles used to do that, it was like if you didn't meet that list, they wouldn't get involved with you. Selfishness. And thus, but the biggest problem with them was their selfishness. In other words, God, give me my list. Of course, they didn't really kind of answer the question, what in return am I getting, or the person who, that would meet your qualifications, what are they getting? And then, by the way, how are you going to guarantee they're going to keep what they're getting? See, the thing is, the only way you can overcome the fear, and a lot of times these lists are based upon the fear of getting hurt. And you cannot indemnify yourself against getting hurt. My wife can go out and have an affair right now, but the question becomes, what did God tell me to do? Let me give you forgiveness. Okay. So the point is that with these lists, and by the way, these dating apps, they are the perfect way of what? Searching for my list, right? I can enter in, you can enter in all of your specifications for dating, and then search based upon that search grid of your list. Well, as I said, do you really want what you get? Because let me just give you this tip. Most of the time, the problem is not what you're asking for. The problem is what you're not asking for. Okay, that's my perspective. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. Till next time, I'll see you then.